Today's April 22nd, 2008. This is my 2001 BMW M3 Titanium Silver, 6-speed up for sale. I'm going to walk through the car just to give an overview of everything. I'm going to check here is actually the VIN that can be verified. I have a Carfax report if you desire. This has these are OEM ZCP wheels. I replaced these at about 50,000 miles for over the stock ones. These are OEM Euro cross-drilled rotors. There's access pads on each of these and StopTech steel braided lines. Pads probably have some mileage. I don't have specifics, but the brakes are fine, so there's no worries at this point. Same with the back. I took rather good care of these. If you look, there's really not much damage on this back left. Green cap, these have nitrogen in them versus air. It actually does what I found to be quite better on the turns. This is the front left. As you can see, no marks, no blemishes. I'm really careful with these, except unfortunately, about 2 weeks ago, I had to get out of the way of a moving fire truck fast, and I did curb this one. Some markings there. There's more in that area. Really, the back left was the one that took the brunt of it, and I don't know if this is going to show up in the dark, but it's basically curbed all the way around. Besides that, there's really no other blemishes to the wheel. And I've called, there's a place in Denver that said they would fix them both for $250. I have the GT Works CSL bumper. Took this to a shop, had it professionally molded. These things come a little raw, and they removed any license plate framing. Cut out the back. I have it's basically replica of what the Cecil would look like. There's the grate and everything. Bumper's really held up pretty well. Hood of the vehicle. There's few marks here and there. I think I can find one right here. That's probably this one right here is probably the biggest. You can see it's not that big. None of these are really that noticeable. The nice thing about silver, I guess, is a lot of things tend to blend in. Let's take a look inside the car. Probably should have cleaned up the interior prior to doing this. It's a dove gray interior. There is some bolster wear here from getting in and out of the car. If you look around on any of the M3 forums, you'll probably see that that's pretty typical. I've put in a hardwire to Beltronics Pro radar detector. I must say, since I've got it, the only ticket I've got has been by airplane. I also put in a toggle on and off, so this will flash red when you're hit and green when you're okay, and you can mute it with that. Some people say, why not put it on the other side so you can see it better? This is really a very audible alarm. It'll tell you which band you're being picked up on. Really, that's enough for me to know to slow down. Interior really is in great shape, other than that little bolster wear. It's a stock head unit with the Bavarian Soundworks Stage 1 kit, which all these doors are dynamatted. It's upgraded speakers in the doors and upgraded speakers in the rear. There's no problems back here in the back seats. Back seats are in great shape. Really, you know, I did a lot of driving by myself, so driver's seat probably has most of it sitting in it. I have the Auto Solutions short shift kit, which is just money. I had the UUC, and I felt this, and I sold it in a heartbeat because this is just awesome. It's a little like Ferrari Gates. This is the street version. It can actually be upgraded for the track version, but the street version I felt was short and quite crisp. If I take it out of gear, that's a little test right here. Clutch is in, e-brake is on, and we're on a little hill. So as you can see, the e-brake in great shape. Put it back into gear. I also have, if you look down here, we're going underneath the dash. There's a stealth toggle switch right here. This actually will toggle the angel eyes off or on when you're driving. So if you don't want to drive around with the angel eyes, you can turn them off. Let me go ahead. Let's take a little more overview. Back of the car. No real marks, blemishes, anything. Tailpipe has a ding inside here. It's really not very noticeable at all. It's kind of tucked underneath. I can't really get a view here. This has the ground control, lower control arms for adjusting negative camber, which really helps with this car. It's a PSS9 suspension, the newer H1 kit. Cosmetically, I like the stock look, but I would like to get the better performance. As you can see, when the doors open, the angel eyes come on. It's basically what come off and on without the car being on at the same time as that the interior lights would come on, which is actually really cool because if you click your key and you're in a parking lot, not only do you get to hear where your car is, but it'll light up and you'll know exactly where your car is. Let's go ahead and start up the engine. All lights come on like this. As you can see, no problems. My seatbelt's not on. Brake is on. Door is open. Need to get some gas. Give it a little sound check. Everything seems good. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on. Kind of hard to see. Xeon lighting. Angel eyes are there. Also, the side markers are the LED whites. Actually makes a really nice light. Looks it's not overblown. It doesn't have the blue tint, so I really like that color of white as well. The interior also has the X-Tech Xeon lighting, which is kind of hard to see, but it makes a wider light, and it's also much nicer, I believe. There's also a little wear on the armrest. Go ahead and take a look at the engine, I guess. A little dirty. I'm not gonna wipe it down, but just giving you an idea. The angel eye installation was really well. Most of the wires are blended in with the other one. That's about it. I think I probably left off a number of mods that are listed on the for sale. Car's in great shape, runs awesome. Selling basically for another car, making an upgrade. Trying to convince my wife to let me keep it, but it's not going to happen. Can't have two toys when you're a big boy. So. I said, overall great shape. I really took care of this car. Garaged here and at work. You know, I push it hard. Used to love to drive the Malibu Canyons when I was in California, but never abused this car. frequent oil changes, frequent maintenance, just to make sure everything was going to be solid. I will miss it, that is for sure.